So Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I want to talk about some of the most romantic, sensual, alluring fragrances that you can buy in 2023. Hi everyone, I'm Loewe from Scented Moments channel, where I help you to discover the amazing world of perfumery. So in this video, I want to talk about delicious, addicting, sensual, romantic fragrances that you can wear for a date night, for a romantic setting with your significant other. And so I have here 12 fragrances, 5 designers, 5 niche, 2 designers exclusive. And I will not mention these fragrances in a specific order. So without further ado, let's start with the designers fragrances first. And the first fragrance here is from the house of Valentino, and it is Valentino Uomo Intense. Now this fragrance is it was very popular in the fragrance community when this was released. I mean, back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, this was one of my first fragrances that I purchased when I started to collect. Also during that time. So this fragrance goes in the realm of the Intense, of the Givenchy Gentleman line. So it has this iris, very heavy in the iris, this makeup-y, sweet, cacao, musky, chocolatey iris that it's to die for. I absolutely love this. This is the reason why I'm not featuring the Intense or any of the Givenchy Gentleman line fragrances, because this serves the same purpose. You have also Prada L'Homme Intense, of course. This serves the same purpose, and I wanted to feature this one because it was ages since I featured this fragrance, since I talked about this fragrance, and it's still amazing. Valentino now it's under the L'Oreal umbrella, and there was a time where I thought that this was discontinued, but I think they kind of stopped the production, but now it's readily available and still smells amazing. This is more intense in the chocolate, so it's much more chocolatey, much more dark and robust, while the Homme Intense, it's more balanced. It has the cacao, it has the musk, it has the iris, and the iris in the Homme is, I think, is a bit better quality. It's more softer and more, I would say, more realistic. This one feels sweeter. And it feels more powdery, but it's still fantastic. But the big difference is really the robust quality. It's a bit more dark. It also has leather, so it's darker and it's more rugged with sweet undertones. I absolutely love this, and I think this works wonderfully during a date night, and you will smell delicious. It's Valentino Uomo Intense. Next fragrance from the house of Cartier, Pasha de Cartier Parfum. I absolutely love this fragrance. I've been talking about this fragrance a lot, and for a reason. This is one of my favorite fragrances from Cartier, one of the best designer fragrances released in recent years, in my opinion. This managed to retain the old school nuance of the original Pasha with the lavender. This has a barbershop feel into it, but then you have more sweet and warm fragrance notes like ambers. It has like a liqueur whiskey accord in here, although it's not featured, it has an official accord. You also have ambers, resin, so it's a warm, cozy, resinous, slightly boozy fragrance with an old school barbershop feel. I mean, this fragrance is unique, fantastic, and this is a Parfum concentration, so the performance is actually really good. The longevity is amazing, and even the projection, although this is a Parfum, it really projects, and it's just, it has also like a honeyed feel. Yeah, it's wonderful. I absolutely love this, and every time I wear these fragrances, actually I receive a compliment, and I already advise like some of my friends and family members to wear this one and to choose this one like as their fragrance present for themselves, and all of them are very happy with Pasha de Cartier Parfum. So yes, I think this is really a winner, and it works wonderfully on my skin, and on other people. I also love to smell this fragrance on other people because it's really sensual and it really pulls your attention. So it's not a fragrance that you will smell everywhere, you know, so it has that unique factor, but it's still, again, it has that sweetness that it's very alluring. I absolutely love this one. Is Pasha de Cartier Parfum. Next fragrance is from the house of Bvlgari, and it is Au Thé Noir. This is so good and so underrated. I mean, I don't know if this was discontinued or not. I'm not sure, but maybe not. But Au Thé Noir is a wonderful black, smoked black tea with rose and oud. Now, of course, this doesn't have real oud, or at least I can't smell real oud in here. So what I smell more is that, again, smoked dry black tea with the sweet rose and some dark woods. This is so good, so good. I will even spray here because it's been a while since I featured this fragrance, and I just look at this beautiful spray. Amazing. Oh, yes, it has also like a fruity undertone, like red berries. Yeah, with rose and the smokiness of the black tea. Oh, it's wonderful. It's so mysterious and alluring. It's very sensual. Man and a woman can pull this one off easily. I love this. Absolutely love this. This is very underrated, and I love the bottle presentation. This is a 150 ml. Although this is a cologne concentration, this doesn't really act like a cologne. This for me is like an eau de parfum, not just in terms of smell, but also in terms of performance. Oh, it's so good. It has layers, but the smokiness, the smoky black tea with this sweetish rose with some red berries. I don't know if this fragrance has red berries as an official note, but it's what I detect, and it's so good. It's so sensual. I absolutely love this one. Dark, mysterious, sweet, alluring, sensual. Everything that you need in a fragrance for a romantic setting. The next fragrance is from the house of Hermès, and this is another very underrated fragrance, which I already talked about previously in this channel. It is L'Ambre de Merveilles. Beautiful bottle presentation here. This was my introduction to this Eau de Merveilles line, and I still don't have the original Eau de Merveilles. I mean, shame on me because I have all the other flankers. So L'Ambre de Merveilles is one of the very few designer amber fragrances, and this is very alluring, very romantic. This is, while for example Valentino, Uomo, Incense, and the Bvlgari Au Thé Noir, they are more dark, mysterious. No, this is brighter. It's like a bright amber, like a bright, sweet ambery with some powderiness, some sparkliness. It's just to die for. I will also spray here, and amazing spray again. Amazing mist. Oh yes. And although this is marketed to women, this is unisex. It has this sparkly bit powderiness from the white florals, but it's very faint because it's just in the opening, and then you just have really like a sparkly, ambery, warm, seductive nature that it's just to die for. This is really like a happy, sensual fragrance, if that makes sense. Because of the brightness, it's bright. Oh, it's so good. I absolutely love this. This fragrance is fantastic. Probably the best designer, more mainstream designer amber. Oh, it's high quality fragrance here, and it's not your typical sweet, gooey, thick amber. It has sweetness, it's resinous, but again, the sparkliness, the brightness of this fragrance kind of balances the sweet gooiness of the amber. So it's not as full-on like Ambre Sultan or Ambre Loup or Ambre Aurea. You know, it's more delicate, but with personality. I absolutely love this. It's L'Ombre des Merveilles from Hermès, and actually this performs really well on my skin. And the last mainstream designer fragrance that I will feature, it's from House of Loewe, and it is 001 Man Eau de Parfum. Now this is if for people who maybe don't like sweet fragrances or very thick and dense fragrances. So this is Iris. I love Iris. I mean, and Iris is a note that it just fits in a romantic scenario, because Iris is so delicate but so sensual at the same time. So you have Iris in here. Although the Iris is more vegetally, because it also has carrot seeds to enhance the Iris quality. So this is not your straightforward makeup-y or butchery Iris. It's a more light and more vegetal Iris. And you also have lots of musks in here, like a creamy musk. And this fragrance is just to die for. This could be a signature scent, I would even say. So this has a slight powderiness, but it's a iris, vegetally iris, with some creamy musky undertones and some dry woods. But it's so good, very masculine. I would say that this, out of all the fragrances that I mentioned, I think this is the most masculine. Even the Valentino Uomo, because of the sweetness and the chocolatey nature, I think it's unisex through and through. This is also, of course, I mean, all fragrances are unisex, but this one specifically, I think it leans a bit more into the masculine side of things, because of the citruses, the aromatic nature, the woods. Although you have the delicate iris and you have this creamy musky feel, but I feel that this leans a bit more into the masculine side. But again, this goes more fresh, more light, but this is another parfum, and this will still perform, and this will last, this will project. So, and this for me is a very sensual fragrance, because iris and creamy musk, I mean, it's all you need in a sexy fragrance, or for a fragrance that will make you feel sexy. And it's, again, signature scent, because it's not sweet. Doesn't have sweet edges in here like chocolates or ambers or you name it. This is a more fresher, aromatic scent with sensual qualities. Loewe 001 Man Eau de Parfum. Amazing fragrance right here. Now let's talk about the two designer exclusives that I have. I mean, is Guerlain designer niche? That's another topic, but for the sake of this video, I will consider a Guerlain like designer, and this is a fragrance from their more exclusive line, the Arts and Materials La Matière collection, and this one is Tonka Imperiale. Now this is still the original bottle presentation, which I do love. Tonka Imperiale is the best tonka bean fragrance out there. This is very delicate. So although this has tobacco, this has tonka beans, this has almonds, this is, and it's supposed to be, it was supposed to be more dense and rich and thick, but no, this is a very delicate, almost transparent gourmand fragrance. So you have this bitter, sweet edge from the tonka bean, almondy. You have the tobacco leaves, but the end result is a very alluring, very close to the skin, comforting, sensual fragrance, and very sexy. This is a very sexy fragrance. Again, I think this is the best tonka bean. This is the most realistic tonka bean fragrance out there, in my opinion, of course. And still, like the new bottle presentation, I mean, that they didn't change the scent. It's the same, it smells the same. And I absolutely love it. This was love at first sniff, and this is one of my favorites from this collection. It's just to die for, really. It's a fragrance that everyone should at least try, so that you would have a feel of how real tonka bean smells. Tonka Imperiale by Guerlain from the L'Art et la Matière collection. Next fragrance from the house of Chanel, from the Les Exclusives, of course, Coromandel. And this is the Eau de Parfum. I absolutely love this. And if there's one fragrance from Chanel, and I'm also including the mainstream designer line of Chanel, if there is one fragrance from this brand that for me it's the best, it's perfect for a date night, it screams date night, it screams sensuality, it's Coromandel. I absolutely love this. This is patchouli, this is white chocolate, aldehydes, so this is a creamy, sweet, earthy patchouli. Oh, it's so good. Very unique patchouli. So it's not your chocolatey, cakey patchouli like you will find in Hermès patchouli, Profumum Roma patchouli, Xerjoff Italica. So now this is brighter also. This is brighter. A brighter patchouli, but still with some earthiness, and then you have this delicious creamy white chocolate that it's just mouth-watering. I absolutely love this. This is a very sensual fragrance. And again, if you just want one fragrance from this brand, from Chanel, to shine in a date night, in a romantic setting, this is the one for you. Performance is great on my skin, and you will shine with this one. It's Chanel Coromandel. And now let's talk about niche fragrances. So the first niche fragrance is from the house of Maison Kurkdjian, Grand Soir. I mean, you can see the dent here, and this is for me one of the most romantic fragrances in my collection. I absolutely love this fragrance, and every time I talk about date night fragrances, I always mention this one. Why? Well, my girlfriend really loves this, and yes, I have a very close relationship, let's say, with this fragrance, because I have so many great memories, amazing memories spent with my girlfriend while I was wearing Grand Soir, and this is one of the best ambers in my opinion. Now, some people might say that this is a basic fragrance, but for me, though it's linear, but it's done to perfection in my opinion. It's simplicity done right, because you have the ambers and you have benzoin. This is also very heavy in the benzoin, which gives like a resonance vanillic touch. This Grand Soir is a fluffy amber. It's a sweet, fluffy amber. Very warm, very sensual. Oh, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this one. It's one of the best ambers out there. This is for me a reference in terms of ambers, and also a reference in terms of date night fragrances. I mean, this is just to die for. A great performance also. So and ambers also work because ambers have that warmness, that sweetness, that alluring nuance that just works, simply works in a date night. So for an amber, I think this is the best for a date night situation. Grand Soir by Maison Kurkdjian. Next fragrance from the house of Maison Crivelli, Iris Malikhân. Another iris, and this is also one of my favorite iris fragrances out there. Now, this is I absolutely love this has one of the best openings ever. I mean, the iris in here is top notch in terms of quality, in terms of natural smelling, in terms of realistic, in terms of being realistic on captivating the smell of iris, because this is like a buttery, very buttery, powdery iris, very realistic. And then you have vanilla and amber. Oh, this is one of the most sensual iris that I have in my collection. I mean, this, and again, one of my favorites. I absolutely love this. It is Malikhân. I think this is very unique. You don't have that cacao, you don't have that GR Homme vibe. No, this is a very realistic, buttery, I would say even earthy, powdery iris with vanilla and amber. Oh. Just try this one. If you love iris and if you have a sweet tooth, please do try this one. Eau de Parfum concentration, amazing performance, and it's just so damn sexy. It's Iris Malikhân by Maison Crivelli. Next fragrance from the house of Profumum Roma, and it is Battito Dali. Now, this is a newcomer to my collection, and I wanted this fragrance for ages in my collection. It was on my wish list for a long time, but finally I have it. Battito Dali, purchased this year. This is this is so addicting. This is so addicting, so alluring and cozy, sensual at the same time, and also it has a brightness into it. So this has orange blossoms, you have myrrh, you have vanilla. This is really this fits Valentine's because it's February. I mean, it's in the middle of February. Spring is already starting to give its brightness, let's say, and this has the orange blossom, and Profumum Roma has amazing orange blossom fragrances like Orangea, Battito Dali, and now I'm forgetting others, but at least these two are amazing. They have amazing orange blossom note in here, and then you have this resinous, slightly sweet, creamy undertones that it's to die for. And this even gives like slightly gourmand qualities because of the vanilla, but it's not a full-on gourmand. This is more of a creamy, resinous, sweet orange blossom scent that it's just to die for. It smells, if the clouds would have a smell, I think it would be Battito Dali. So you have like an idea how this can smell. It's so good. I absolutely love this, and this is perfect for date nights, and this is perfect for Valentine's. Next fragrance from house of Xerjoff from the Casa Moratti collection, Italica. Oh, I love this fragrance, and this is such a decadent fragrance. This is a full-on gourmand. So this is bitter almonds, very creamy, very vanillic, very delicious. I absolutely love this fragrance. Very intense. Oh, and I just want to eat this bottle. And a gourmand always works for a date night. You have the sweetness, the decadency, the sensuality of that gourmand fragrances have, and this is no exception. And this is one of the best gourmand fragrances out there. Doesn't need any introduction. If you love Xerjoff, I mean, I'm sure that you will at least already heard about this fragrance. It's Italica from the Casa Moratti line. And last but definitely not least, from House of Amouage, from their library collection, it's Rose Incense, and this is the original bottle presentation, which I absolutely love, but this fragrance is still available now in the regular Amouage bottle presentation, but it still smells the same, so it was not reformulated. Rose Incense is of course, rose and incense, but it's like a sweet, a bit jammy rose with, of course, incense with myrrh. So basically this is a smoky, incensey, sweet rose with resins. It's just so sexy and so alluring. I absolutely love this one. And rose, of course. Rose also always works. I could have mentioned Lyric Man, which goes into a more fresher side. Lyric Woman, although it's a bit more indolic because it's very heavy also in the jasmine. Rosaria from Healy. I mean, I could have featured lots of rose fragrances here, but I just decided to go with this one because of the mysterious feel, and because it's intense, it's rich, it's thick, but it also has a delicacy because of it's also not delicacy, it's a delicate. That's what I wanted to say. It's very delicate, and it's just to die for. I love it. One of the best purchases of last year, in my opinion, and it just works for me in the date night. It just works. I mean, just look at this beautiful bottle presentation, the original bottle presentation. Amazing scent. I love rose, I love incense, so this is for me a winner. And of course I love sweet resinous fragrances. I love Amouage, so I mean, this is a winner. Yeah, this is one of the best fragrances from Amouage, definitely, and one of the best rose fragrances in my opinion also. Rose Incense from Amouage, from the library collection. Finishing this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below what are your favorite date night fragrances, and see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.